This is a very wide table, so it might require some adductor.
This is a wide table.
Flexibility. Could also be seated like this as well. Or you could be standing also off the table. But this is nice because you could also work and stretch the adductors at the same time. So I'll have the person interlace their fingers, and then I'm gonna hook here, and I can either reach from the outside and in and then push down. But I feel like my arms, I don't really have a lot of push and power here. If you have longer arms, this works really great. So I'm gonna stick my arms on the inside and push from here. And I pull my neck back. Are you okay there?
Yeah.
And I'm pushing down on her thoracic, pushing my feet into her adductors. I release, give her a little break. And then I push down on her thoracic, on the adductors, lean my head back, and a break. And push. Turn sideways. The other side. Back. And up.
That was nice. I like that.
Yeah. So.
Question.
Yeah.
How heavy did her hands feel between her neck?
Not bad at all.
Okay.
Not bad at all. Yeah. And you could also, if you don't feel comfortable with the hands on your neck, have her do this. Rest your forehead on your arms, and I could go and pull from here as well. And I would have, actually hold on each of your elbows. Yeah. And then wait, she's hooked in. And you can go this way too. I can also add traction here by interlacing my fingers, so it's a little bit of a neck traction for her. And then I pull here, and now it becomes a little bit of neck work and traction for her as well. And this can also be done cross-legged. That way it takes out some of the adduction work if you just want to focus on the upper body. Yeah. Okay. And then I'll have you turn around facing that direction, and your legs can swing off the table. And this is nice because, have your legs off of that side. This is nice for the people that don't have the mobility to sit cross-legged with a nice flat back. So have them just come off the table. They can also be this side, but I'll show this version first. In the picture, I have a pillow. That's nice if you just want to focus on a heart opener. When I don't have the pillow, it's going to be a trigger point release for her erectors and her thoracic, which might be needed, but if they're really tight, it might be a lot. So maybe start off with a pillow, and then you can remove and start using your knees for a little bit deeper acupressure points on the thoracic. So interlace your fingers behind your head, and then you come into your standing. Bring your toes all the way in, hook around the armpits. I'm gonna first lift, drive my knees into her back. I sit back, warming up, release, and I repeat once more. Lift, push your knees in. And then for my very last one, I'm gonna walk my feet back. I'm gonna bring her all the way back. I come up onto the ball of my foot. I usually shimmy here to get myself in place. And then I bring her all the way back down. And then I can just rest. This is enough, just resting my arms. She's gonna feel plenty of stretch. I don't really have to do too much force here. I could also create a little traction where I pull, back, lengthening. And then I remind her to keep her hands interlaced, bring your elbows in. And so she's quite flexible with the arms behind her face, but a lot of people are gonna have their arms over here. Then you can hook both over like this, but obviously I don't want to cross her face. So I can either just hold here lightly on her elbows, or I can slide over, hook here, and then I can lean back. And keep your hands interlaced. I'm going to open up your elbows. Here you could turn this one active also, where I have her push elbows up into my hands and just do a regular PNF, 5-7 seconds, and then I release, push down. It could also be active resistance. I'm going to bring her up, give her a little break, because it is quite intense with the knees. That's fine. The knees are fine, yeah.
What about, I'm curious if my knees will reach the right part of her back. Do I just angle my body further away from her?
Yeah, you have to shimmy further back. Yeah. So normally I wouldn't hold them for that long, but now because of the demo, I'm holding her a little longer. I can show you. So come back into it. I will go back and forth a little faster. So I lift, come back, and then I'm also gonna have her do some flexion extension. So we go here, push, and then bring the elbows in. We do a little bit of lat, and then I'm gonna have her tuck her chin in, do a Pilates crunch, so roll up, bring your elbows with you. Yeah, Pilates crunch, and then slowly release back. So now we're working flexion extension. You can move your knees to a new spot too. Go again, and that way we're also mobilizing the upper thoracic. Open up your elbows. I'm gonna do another one here. Bring the elbows back in. I squeeze and then bring her back up. So that's probably the extent I would do time-wise, that quick, and then back up. But if I had the pillow, I could hold them longer because it's less intense on the back and they feel more rested. You could also do this standing. If you don't feel comfortable being on your toes back here, I have you turn around and face this direction. For this, I do want to have a cushion because I'm going to place my knee on her spine. So I put this one between me and the person. So have a seat and scoot all the way back so the table is touching the back of your knees. I place this one here, or actually come here so they can see from side. So here is where I will put my knee in the back. Yeah, come back to the front. And I bring my toes. Make sure you don't stick your toes in their butt crack. Just keep that in mind. Yeah. Because sometimes we're in our head and like we're not thinking, and they're like, it's interesting feeling. Interlace your fingers behind your head. So this is not going to bring them into extension, back extension, but it is going to be a pec opener. So here you can go and just take them into a pec opener from here. And you can also bring them in and bring them back this way. And you can also move the knees slightly to a new spot on the thoracic. Repeat, open, bring back. So here's more lats, triceps. And you can also do the resistance. I have her Pilates crunch, tuck your chin to your chest, crunch up, and back down, and repeat to mobilize the thoracic, which a lot of people have a lot of tightnesses in. So this is a really nice one for that. And relax, bring back. Drive your elbows into my fingers. 5, 4, 3, 2, release. And then stay back. I'm going to bring your elbows in. One more. And then back up and release. So that's the other standing option if you don't want to be on the ball of your foot.
Do you think that standing option is better for us with long legs if we're working on someone who is
Someone that's shorter, yeah.
okay?
Yeah, I would do that. And also, doing it on your toes, it requires that you also have the mobility to sit like this. You have to be mobile enough to be able to work in this position. If you don't have this mobility, I would recommend doing this version. Yeah. Okay. And then after that, face that direction again. Now we have the very traditional Thai row the boat. So if you've ever taken a Thai massage course, you're gonna learn this guaranteed. But it feels so good. It's like one of those good feeling, everyone's like, oh, it feels so amazing. So feet start at the bottom, reach the hands back. You can either have them internally rotate, hold onto your wrist. A lot of times I just have the arms loose and I just hold them and let them be relaxed. So it's up to you. Start with my feet on her lumbar and I equal push-pull. I don't want her falling back, I'll show you, back here, because now she's gonna try to help and it just doesn't feel good. So you wanna make sure that you keep her upright, scoot your butt forward if you need to, and then lean. I scoot myself back forward, I move my feet up higher on the back. I release her arms in between too, just to give her a little break from all the stretching. And then I lean back, push-pull. And then you can walk up and down a few times. You can also turn this one active, where you're moving her around, push into your heel. Maybe you find some tight spots here too that you pull her into. So one foot, and then the other. Push her back around onto my foot, back around. And maybe I'm able to slide my toes under her shoulder blade. And boom. And back. And now we're going into the upper traps. So I'll have you face this direction. And you might be, now I'm just turning her around so you guys can see. So you, for most part, you can have them in one place. So for the upper traps, you can bring one hand just over your thigh, just resting. But if they're really short and you bring them over your thigh and this happens, like just keep the arm down. Like you don't have to bring it over your thigh. But this is a pretty good fit. We have a nice angle here. The shoulder are nice and relaxed down. And first I'm gonna put her trap in stretch. And this is, we're gonna utilize our prone to supine. I'm gonna use this portion of my forearm. So, and then that TRX arm, like I bring it underneath me. Right here where the neck meets the shoulder. I start here, I lean in, and then as I'm turning her head over, I'm going supinate. So I'm shortening the trap. I could go the opposite direction too, but if they have really tight traps, I'd rather go from a stretch position to a relaxed position because it's gonna be less intense for them. I always lift, reset, I lean, pronate, and then I supinate. Pronate, supinate. And then I like to spend some time here on the tension. So I go into a stretch, I lean in, I hold it there in the pronation. I'm gonna bring her head over, and then I'm gonna relax your body. Yeah. I'm gonna move her into a hold, and I'll just circle. I'm just really leaning into this tight spot that I felt and moving her into a circle here. Are you okay there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Making little tiny circles. leaning, I'm not pushing, it's just kind of hanging out. Yeah, because you don't want to put pressure because then her head and neck feels compressed. I'm just resting my arm. And bring it back up. And then I repeat. Lean, pronate, supinate. Maybe I'll do a little twist. And then back. You can also do this standing. If there is, like if I work on someone like Reggie, I may come into, do you mind if I show on him real quick? Yeah. So someone that's larger, I usually get into a lunge position. So if you face that direction. So I probably not even, let's see, maybe I will. Put the arm up, relax. And then I will work from here in a lunge position for him. And stretch, I lean and over. Just because here I have no power. He's too high up for me, so I need to be right here. Now I can stack myself over him, lean, pronate, supinate. And the arm could stay down too. It really depends. I think I like the arm better up. Yeah, for this one, because it kind of holds me in place. And then I work from here. And then even with the circle, I can go here. I just have to lean over to really get into position. But also, if you turn this way, facing the front, and then scoot over a little bit this way, and then take your legs a little wider. Scoot back all the way, yep. So bring your arms out. And what I may do with him too, let's see, it might be two, and relax your body. Let's see, and relax all the way down, yeah. You feel okay there? Yeah. So here I can also get into the upper trap. And I can lean in. It's also a cervical portion of the spine. And then.
The quad.
Yeah, because I needed my leg to be higher. This is actually the first time I'm doing this.
Wow.
So, not this, but like, because he's so high, yeah. But this works really well. And you can move around and really get in and under. Yeah, that feel okay? Yeah? Yeah, so sometimes you find things with a new person, thank you. And then just basic trap two. You can lean and just hold if you just want it basic, which feels really good too. Move to a new spot, lean and hold. Release, and then lean and hold. And then back in. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Or you want to?
No, it's good. Yeah. No, you can go back. We'll switch you guys out. Yeah. Thank you. It felt good for your neck and positioning, yeah? Good pressure? Yeah? Good. All right, so have a seat. And now we're on to our, I think it's a lateral bend, open, okay, and then twist. Okay, perfect. So, you can put a pillow or a blanket between you and the person. Especially when I work with men, I always put a pillow between me and the person. Or as a male, you also want to put a pillow just to kind of keep your private parts separate. But it also feels nice to have a pillow and cushion here. But in traditional Thai, there's no pillows. You just work with what's here, your bodies. But know that you have that option. Potentially here, what we could use, we can maybe roll up the yoga mats if you want to create a cushion, yeah? I'll have Christina place a hand behind her head. So first we're just gonna go into a side bend. One knee is down, one knee is up. And I wanna get all the way in close up. Scoot back a little bit so the back of the table is touching, yeah. I wanna go armpit to armpit. First I'm just gonna go into a lateral bend. Make sure you don't hit the face. And then go here. So I can push on the thigh and here, whatever you can reach. Actually, I'm gonna have you interlace both fingers. And here, you can also add this hand, this one over, push this. Sometimes that feels a little deeper in the lat. And then I'm gonna bring her back over my thigh. I like to do a few circumduction here. And then pull her back over my thigh. And if I bring my hips up, it's a little deeper stretch. Release. The way to get out of it, I push my hips, come back up, catch her. If I wanted to address her pec minor, I go a little deeper here. When I bring her over, I can slide my hand behind her scapula and I can push forward and pull her elbow back. And then she's gonna feel more of a stretch in the front of her pec. And release. I think that was the last one, yeah, of the seated. Did I miss anything? Oh no, spinal twist. Okay. So, Tango is very traditional Thai that you'll learn on the floor. So you'll have one hand behind the head. Actually, we'll do the other one. And then, may I have a dance?
Sure.
Thank you. So, the two dancers?
Yeah.
Okay, so I place her hand on my shoulder. I hook onto her shoulder blade. This is gonna work well for someone my size. Someone bigger, I wouldn't do this because it's too much work. I'll show you later what to do. So I'm gonna push on her elbow and then I twist her into a spinal twist. Come back and then twist. And I bring back. And that's it.
Pushing your left thigh into her.
It's just touching her. Yeah, I'm not trying to, it's just touching her as I go. So that's Tango. And then if I may, Reggie, thank you.